This is a beautiful stream right here. But he likes to watch the birds. And so he'll sometimes get up on my massage table and like sit out there and watch the birds in the trees right nearby, or he'll lay under there so like the breeze is coming through. Oh, I feel like I need to actually probably stand up for a little bit. my low back is like, all right. We've had some storms coming through this morning, and there's some more coming. And my body is not technically young, but you know, my soul is old, and definitely, I definitely am affected by storms and air pressure changes in the old joints. I feel like I just need to do a little extra stretching. Turn this. I did a little bit of the meditation, or I was doing like an ASMR meditation at the start of my stream today, and so I'll post that later if anyone needs or wants like either a snippet of it or just like an hour of letting the honey melt over you as you just receive and stretch and, you know, slow down. Please go back and watch it, because that's nice. It was a very nice little guided meditation that kind of came through. But it was like my first one in this setting that I've done. It was really cool, honestly. It was as much for me as it was for my present listeners and future listeners. So we'll see what happens next. She is she alerts us to everything that's going on. So thank you for your patience. She likes to, yeah, anything that's going by. That's why I don't typically keep them in my office when I am actively streaming or doing something that's being recorded, because I try to avoid too much of the dog barking, but can only do so much. But anyways, I'm here for another 40 minutes if anyone wants a reading. Thank you. I appreciate the grace. Yeah. It's funny. I got my training, or I like worked on developing my psychic channel and everything through a spirituality coach, and in doing so, I got to be like, I'm in this like Facebook group that has all like the alumni in it as well that have gone through, and so at least this year we'll meet like once a month, free of charge. We'll meet once a month, whoever wants to meet, and we'll practice with our channel in different ways. And last night was this month's meeting, and we did like animal pet readings, and so we got to take turns like reading like a photo of our pets, or like one of our pets for like each of us. And so I got to get Freya read by some other people, and it was so cool to just get to receive, because everyone has their own everyone has their own gifts, everyone has their own way information is shared with them. And so I got several different people sharing similar messages about Freya, but also like they all had their own little tweaks or little nuggets on them, and it was so nice. Yeah, there's just something about coming together in community and also being supported in channeling and being supported and getting to practice, because you got to practice. You don't know what you don't know, and being able to experience what other people or see what other people are doing or bringing through, it helps, like, you almost create a, I guess for me, it helps me create almost like a log of questions or different things, especially like animal readings. I do animal readings, but I kind of had my own specific list of questions that I've asked and have come through and have like felt resonant. But getting to have other people read my animal and me get to be in more of the receptive part for a little bit, I was like, oh my gosh, that was such a, like, each person brought through different elements that I was like, oh, I need to incorporate that into my offering too. So it was cool. It was cool. And also now I know more things to talk to my to my animals about. Because we talk all the time. Yeah. Yeah, we do. So cute. Ah, you should. They're so sweet. Like I said, I offer them on my website. If you're interested, and they can do virtual. I just need a photo, but um, otherwise, I know plenty of others that do them as well, and it's just like they're so adorable because every spirit that comes through has their own. They have their own personality. Like our animal companions have their own personality. They have their own likes and dislikes and things they want more of and things they want less of, and um, reasons why they're here. Maybe they're not. Like maybe they're not here for a reason. Maybe they're just here to. Like there was one of the one of the animals last night. They they weren't there for a reason. They were just there in that person's life to grace them with their presence. Like it was a very queen energy animal companion, and it's just so funny. It was so good. Whereas like I know Freya is here to teach love, and I know Echo is here as my like protector, but also as my she's just like remind me to kind of tap into my inner child and tap into my playfulness and spunkiness. And as I'm like talking about her, she's like come to lay at my feet too. And then I have one of my cats is a healer. She just lays with me whenever I'm going through something, or even if whenever my husband's going through something, she'll like go lay on like that part of them or like that part of your body. So for a really long time I was having so many issues with like my pelvic floor, because we hold a lot of trauma in our hips, and I wasn't like working through it and releasing it. But so every time she'd come lay with me, she'd come lay like right on my hips or my like lower belly, waist, abdomen area, or pelvic floor region area. Like that is where she would lay all the time, and she would just purr and purr and purr. And then as I've healed and grown, she actually doesn't lay on me nearly as much as anymore. Like sometimes she'll come and like lay on my shoulder because I have some if I'm not doing a very good job with my posture, then I'll get a little tinge or pain or something in my shoulder or wrist, and she'll want to come like lay there, and it's funny and it's sweet because she'll do it when I'm trying to video game or like play video games. And I'm like, Farah, I love you. And also, I can't play video games with you laying on my wrist. So it's, but it's a good problem to have. Like, I'm grateful for it. It's, but that, she's kind of she's my intuitive kitty that if someone comes over and she goes to lay on them, I'm like, she's helping them out. I'm so grateful for her. And even just talking about it, like right now, it's just like, ah, yeah. Do you have some like are your kitties different like that where one is more of a healer and one's not, or like one, yeah. Tell me about your pets. Tell me about your animal companions. While you type, because I know typing takes longer than me speaking. uh, the last, well, no, never mind. I was gonna share what King Atreus is here to do, but that feels like nope, don't share. Yeah. Ah, that's so cute. Do you have a cat that likes ice cubes? Because our big orange one that I just held up not too long ago, oh my gosh, he is also, so if we have one dog who's a slut for pets, he is a slut for ice cubes, and he will beg and meow and rub against your legs if you are in the kitchen. Um, smart, smart. Maybe, yeah. If you don't want random cold puddles of water found throughout your house, uh, maybe not. Are your cats inside and outside cats then? Mm, nice. We have we've thought about letting ours outside, but the few times I've tried to like take them out, so my my OG cat Farah, she's been around the longest. She We tried getting a harness for her and trying to like take her to a store or like PetSmart or something, or letting her outside, but she like touches the grass and her paws are like no. And even with the harness on, basically the harness like immobilizes her. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. uh, and we got her so young that it's like I don't know if I would entirely trust her to navigate her way back. She's been spoiled so long. Mm, that is nice. Living in a sunny area and just we have like there are cats that wander our neighborhood. Yeah. 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 I had outdoor cats growing up too. Like I lived on a farm and those cats like knew where to come back to cuz they had, that's where they got the food was at our house, but um I think there's too many other cats in the neighborhood where I live now and too many other people like putting out food and stuff that our cats would just, if they could make it past the grass, they would definitely get scooped up by either someone else or something else. Like anyway. Plus, one of our cats does a good job. Like this orange tabby, Atreus, who he does a great job at grooming himself. He takes pride in being well groomed, and he takes pride in making sure that you do not pet him unless he allows you to pet him. But our other cat, she struggles to reach her behind when it comes to baths. So we do have to give her some bath, give her a bath from time to time. But then after she gets a bath, she'll keep herself clean for a little bit. Little cow, aw. He's so cute. And how did streaming cat ASMR go? Like, did you have a little Bluetooth microphone attached that you'd go around, or? and how did the cats respond? Were the cats like, "Oh heck yeah," or were they more like, "Get that thing out of out of my face"? Because I feel like my cats, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they'll allow me to take a photo of them and point a camera at them, and other times they're like, "Mom, leave me the fuck alone." That's good. I'm glad they responded well for you. Ugh. Mm. Yeah. Our kitties, they get lots of love. All the animals get lots of love here. They just, you know? I'm grateful that they also have their level of independence too, though, because there are times that if I'm here and my husband's gone or something, that oh my gosh, the four animals vying for one person's attention versus two is a totally different story. As soon as it's just strictly me in the house, or even if it's just him in the house, it's like all of the animals are like, "What are you doing? Where are you? What you doing? Where you going?" Like they You've got up. What are we going to do? What's happening? Like they are uh, very very much like, "Oh, the lead is moving. The owner or the parent, mom, whatever is moving. What's happening?" We also can't navigate our house too quickly. If you start to run somewhere in the house, Freya's gonna bark at you. She's like, "We're running? Where are we going?" It's like it's like she gets so excited, but also at the same time, it's like inside speed. It's funny. They're goofy. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna do a card pull for whatever's in the highest and best for my doggo Echo, who's laying at my tozos. Maybe. Ooh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop that on you. All right. Aww. I like that the card I got for my dog that's living or like laying at my feet right now is cat or pillar. And it's literally it's number 4. It's about opportunity. I'm trying to get the color to my camera likes to do weird things. Yeah. But it is this like pretty pink and purple. Damn, man. Okay. This one's hitting me a little bit. Uh yeah, it's one of one of the things that came through in the reading last night, which was someone. The thing was like the photo that I submitted was a cropped photo that had both the dogs in it. But one of the people actually brought through information about Echo and not just Freya. And one of the things I learned last night was that Echo has been with me before. She has been with me in uh, another form as when I was before I was married. So some point in my childhood, and then now she's with me during this iteration as Echo, as my dog, and then she'll come back again later in life. They didn't say when, but they hesitated, which made me feel like it will be uh, maybe when I'm back on my own again, if my because I mean all of us are gonna die at some point.